guys, so welcome back to the vlog. Not quite panned out as we wanted it to. On my last vlog there, I mentioned about, you know, an exciting new adventure that we were going to be going on this week. Yeah, that hasn't happened. I was going down to the woolpack on the Lake Exclusive, but like I said, there was a couple of us going, but unfortunately, due to obviously family circumstances and that, people ended up dropping out, so it was just me going. However, that's now been rearranged for sort of this sort of time next year. So yeah, I'm back on the pit. So I'm still going to do a week. Just getting here now. Just gone half free. I'm not anticipating anyone being down here, but you never know. I have been down, prepped up a swim, the point again, getting back into where we left off. I've just got a good feeling about it. A bit of success out of there, which always helps. I primed a few spots. Looking at the forecast ahead, we're getting some northerlies and northwesterlies and a couple of westerlies as the week goes on. So hopefully that'll push the fish back down to obviously into me. So yeah, at the moment it's south and southwests that we've got, so obviously I'll be on the back of it. But yeah, we'll just see how the week pans out. I'm not expecting to see anything now, it's a little bit late, so I'm not going to have any indication anywhere on where to actually fish. So we'll pitch up there, we'll do the do. I've lent the boat off our brother, so yeah, it's going to make things a little bit easier and quicker just to fire some rigs out and get them out there nice and easy, nice and quiet. So yeah, if there's out about, we could possibly snag something, but we'll just play it by ear as always. We'll watch the fish, see what they're doing, and yeah, we'll move on to them if needs be. But like I say, I'm gonna maybe try my hardest to sit on my hands and let them come to me, at least give them a chance to come down on that wind. But yeah, I do get very itchy. I do think if it's not happening, it's happening elsewhere, and I need to be elsewhere. But yeah, a couple of people on here that do a lot of time on here, they do sit on their hands and it comes good. So yeah, we'll see. Right, anyway, I'm going to get through the gate and get ourselves around there, and I'll catch up when we're all sorted. Right, so I've told you a big fat fib. Yeah, last checked the weather last night. Obviously came down yesterday and it was blowing south. I did think it was blowing south today as well, but yeah, come check this out. Absolutely minted. Have a ganders of this. Hoo, hoo, hoo. So it's obviously already swung. It's got a bit of pace on it. It's not exactly hooliging over, but it's yeah, it's got some nice pace on it, and yeah, hopefully that bait I put in, they've been over the spots at least, and had a little bit of a feed, and hopefully still in the area. Glad I've got the boat for a nice quiet drop and a bit of bait in. Yeah, really confident. Look at that, it looks absolutely diamond. Nobody on. Yeah, it's just mint. Yeah, really confident. Really confident. Like you say, when it gusts a bit, it's got a bit of poke behind it. It's nice. So yeah, obviously not seen anything. I'm not expecting to see anything. I'm just gonna get the kit out and get sorted. Overcast, low pressure, decent little gust, made up. Don't want to get too cocky and too ahead of ourselves, because it can all come crashing down just because it looks good. Feels good. Don't mean that they're there, but they have to be. So yeah, happy days, eh? I'm hoping the stars have aligned and we're going to have a good hit. I would love a good hit on here. That's the only thing I've not managed on here. 4 I think's been me most. Yeah, 4 landed, 3 lost was my best session, and that was Christmas Eve. Yeah, and again another close session when I on my first season up in the top end. But other than that, yeah, be lucky. Lucky just getting the 1 or 2 out. But like you say, we've got a week, and hopefully if we're in the right spot we can do some damage. Yeah, it's mint, absolutely mint. Right, I'm gonna get the kit out and we'll catch up when all is done. Yeah, hopefully we've got everything right here, hopefully. Well, we've only gone and done it. We're off the mark on the first morning, absolutely over the moon. Rods are back out. Seen that, well, I heard a couple of fish behind me in this bay, and they had a few quite close. And this morning I seen a couple rolling just on the other side. But yeah, just about to swing my legs out, get the kettle fired up, and off it went. So yeah, absolutely made up. So we're about to deal with it just now. I've got everything prepped, sorted, rod back out. So yeah, it's had a decent chill. Don't want to call it, but possibly it could be a target fish. It could be one of the original commons. It's long enough, it looks dark and gnarly. Yeah, if it's a mid to upper 20, it could be. I'll have to get someone to confirm it, but yeah, it's a nice fish. So yeah, without further ado, we'll do it. I'm a bit all over the place, but yeah, I'm gonna get set up now. We'll get it out, we'll wait, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Right, weighed in at 24.14. Don't think it is one of the originals. It's lovely, don't get me wrong, it's lovely, but not quite long enough. And like I say, normally the original common normally hovers around 28, 27. I think there's another one that does do touch of 30 at times. But still, absolutely gorgeous fish, massive paddles. But yeah, still can't complain. It has chilled out a fair bit, so I am going to expect it to have a bit of a kick off. But yeah, as you can see, turn that off. Look the other side. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know. I know. Oh yeah. Come on, let's play the game. There we are. What a carp. What a common. Not many commons like this kicking about, so absolutely over the moon. It's a lovely fish. We'll get some stills and get it on its way. But magnificent, absolutely chuffed, over the moon. First morning we're off the mark, so obviously we did get something right. Marvellous. So yeah, I will get it confirmed, but like I say, I'm not so sure. But yeah, we'll get a couple of stills and then we'll get it back. Wow. Lovely. Alright guys, I hope you can see me alright. About to sit in the bivvy. Back on charge now, the camera. In fact, what I'll do is I'll take the portable charger with me. Yeah, just maybe get a little bit better light. Yeah. Updates for today. No more fish since the one we had this morning, so yeah, that's the end of our first full day. But yeah, still mega result with that common this morning. Well made up with that. I think that's probably the prettiest fish I've had out of here this year, so it's really good. Yeah, fully made up. I did go stalking. That, yeah, it went well, but not so much as it didn't result in a capture. But yeah, basically I've had a look at this bay behind me. There was nothing in there. I went up to the top corner bay, there was nothing in there. So yeah, the final corner, there was a couple stacked up in the weed along there, and just in the trees over there, the far corner, as you can see. Oh, that looks lovely, that, doesn't it? Now turn that round, water. I don't think it'll pick up the sunset that well. It's really nice. But yeah, so that set the trees over there. So I was in there, nice little corner. I seen an area that was polished off. So yeah, I decided to drop a bit of bait in there, watched as a couple of fish ghosted in out the spot. Went back round, got the gear together, went down, and yeah, surely enough, there was a big girl sat on the spot. Up at 20, 30, you know, it was really wide. Yeah, it was a really good fish. That was the only one that was drifting in out the spot. Dropped down a couple of times, picked up a few bits. I did go for my bait a few times, but never really seemed to get it, and kind of like started to shy away from it a little bit. I was using a wafter though, so whether that had something to do with it, I don't know. So yeah, maybe I didn't like that, the movement of it. But I went to go reset the rig, and it was kind of hung up on a small twig. So maybe that stopped the fish, obviously blowing it in, sucking it in, sorry, and yeah, taking the bait and the hook. It was kind of snagged up slightly, so that might have cost me a chance of a really good fish. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll give it another go tomorrow. I might try and bring the camera, but it's playing up a bit at the moment. It is old. It's only a GoPro 7. It's a couple of year old now. I think the battery's about knackered in it. Swap arms, holding the bloody charge at the same time. But yeah, so I just was about to come and do the end of day brief, and yeah, it was flat. So it's not ideal. It's not great. Not charging it every 2 minutes either. It's not ideal, as I need to make this last a week, and I've obviously got my phone to charge as well, so I've already lost a bar off the charger, so not ideal. So I have to charge this every 2 minutes. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but yeah, keep you informed as and when things occur. I would like to have a bit more of a chat in between, but yeah, like I say, if it's gonna be causing issues, then I'll have to try and maybe take the battery out. But yeah, I think we'll have another little swing of that sunset, and then we'll call it a night, and I'll catch up with you in the morning. Look at that over the rods, lovely. That does look nice. What do we have here then? Another net, another fish. Happy days. Fully wiped me out. It was on a new spot, so I'm happy that's produced. Yeah, not many people that I know of have attempted to fish it from where I have, so yeah, different line lay, and it's an area that doesn't really get fish, so yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm glad that's produced a fish. I was very, yeah, so shocked when I'd seen it was that rod hooping round. Yeah, I thought I must have picked up a bird, but no, it's a carps. Wiped me out. It stayed down in the water, and it cut across my other two lines, and yeah, unfortunately it was well anchored to the deck, and yeah, it's managed to pick me up. I managed to rescue one rod, got that looped over and rounded out the way, but yeah, the other rod just got trashed, so it was a bit of a hairy fight for a little while. Yeah, obviously if that braid snuck further down the leader, yeah, obviously potential of popping the hook, so yeah, but luckily enough we rescued it. Looks a good fish. Another 20. Yeah, another 20. It's got a big back, quite deep, short fish but deep and a bit wide, so yeah, it's got some nice apple slices on it as well, so lovely fish. Made up. So with 3 rods to do, I'm not going to mess on getting rods back out. I'm just going to deal with the fish now, and then yeah, we'll get that back, and then like I say, 3 rods to get sorted. As you can see, the wind is now trickling back in. Happy days. I have been seeing them right over there showing. Contemplated a move, but we'll see. I might drag it out another day and a night, and then tomorrow I might move over there just for the last couple of nights. See if we can just change the scenery, see if we can nick a few from over there where they've been shown. It's one of them. Every time I've fell for them little lies and tricks, it's been disastrous, but yeah, there was a couple straight up and down, so good signs of fish in the area feeding, and like I said, they've been there for 2 weeks now, and that's been unfished over there, so it might be worth a go. But yeah, happy days. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll get sorted now. Yeah, I'll set the camera up, and yeah, get it out, give it away. Happy days. Buzzing. Right, chaps and ladies and everyone in between, catch you when we get fish on mat. Right, so here we go. £20 full ounce, so it'll do us. Very angry though, so I am expecting this to really kick the nuts off me. Nice fish though. But like I say, it's tensing up already. There we are though. The Evan. Lovely. Nice, short, round, wide. Beautifully scaled. Got one just lifted there, so we'll treat that up before we put him back. Yeah, mega. Absolutely mega. Chuffed to come off the new spot. Happy days. Spin him round on the better side. And then, yeah, a couple of stills. Bit of a bulge on it. There we are. Other side. Feels heavy. Feels heavier than 20. But yeah, lovely innit? Lovely scale pattern. Yeah, nice. We'll take that. Happy days. Might be one more to sneak out. But yeah, we're on a good do. Oh. Oh. And you got us in the chops. Right. Hide you there for now. At the camera. Days. Morning all. So just a little update. Obviously nothing happened yesterday after I did that last segment. We've still been on track for a runner morning, so I have had a run earlier on, about an hour ago. So seen a couple of, well, I hadn't seen nothing from 6 till 7 o'clock, so about 7:30, 7:45 time we start the show. Only one or two over the other way where I was planning to move, possibly. I only seen a couple there, but yeah, as I noticed, they were down to my side, so I'll show you. So they've all been starting to show in this area. So yeah, they've finally got onto that wind. Yeah, it's took them 3 days. This wind's sort of been blown down this way now for 3 days. Well, since I come down on Monday, we're on Thursday now. So there's another one just showing on the spot. Yeah. Who was that? Yeah, so since Monday there's been nothing show on the spots, there's been nothing shown down here, there's been nothing in the bay behind me. Last night I had a couple of crashes in the bay. It's sometimes it's a bit hard to tell if it's ducks or whatever in there, geese landing, and you can't see around there, so you know, you're hoping that it is fish, but you can never be too sure. But yeah, obviously come this morning we had a daft 15-20 minutes of just fish after fish after fish. So yeah, it's looking good now at long last. There is a bit more pace on the water now, and it's turned quite cold. I was quite cold this morning. I'm gonna have to get the big coat out the car, I think. But yeah, it was definitely a chilly start. No dew because the wind. We had the wind through the night. So yeah, we've had the wind all night, all day, and it's picking up pace as the week goes on. So it's starting to now look really, really good for it. There's bait in. Spots are primed. We've had fish off 2 of them. That run I had earlier, yeah, literally a fish had showed just like that one has, just out there now on the spot, and it only took a matter of 5 minutes and it was away. But yeah, obviously, but I bent into it and there was nothing on the end, no resistance, no out. So I went instantly into paddy mode, thinking I've hooked another duck. I've had 3 of them now, haven't I? So yeah, beautiful. But yeah, I was winding and winding, nothing. There was a big ball of snotty silkweed all wrapped up my line, where obviously the lead had ejected. It was all snotted up round there. It was snotted up round the hook link. So yeah, clearly I've been fishing in heavy silt there, silkweed, sorry. So not ideal, but obviously we've dropping it from a boat and using the Ronnie, it's obviously sat on top anyway, so it was still presented. Fish don't normally mind feeding in silkweed, but it was a little bit smelly and a bit not ideal. So I'm really surprised I actually got a run off that rod and not the other one. So that's that. So yeah, obviously it must have been a take. I must have only just nicked it because it ejected the lead. I must have only just to say nicked it, and then obviously as I picked the rod up, it's been enough just to slip it out. So yeah, I had no resistance, no fight, didn't even feel a kick. So yeah, it's one of them. Still got to chalk it down as a lost fish. So we have had our morning bite, but unfortunately it wasn't to be that one. So yeah, like I say, we've got all these fish now shown down here. I've put the rod back into the bay. Hopeful that'll go. Could go today. If not, could go through the night or tomorrow morning. And like I say, I'll reset them other 2 rods a bit later on in the day. But yeah, there's plenty of time in it. There's plenty of opportunity. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and hopefully we'll catch up soon with a fish. Off on the spotlight there. Don't know how well you can see me. Hope you can see me well enough. I'll just put this on silent before anything happens. So yeah, so nothing else occurred today. Yeah, it's been rock hard. It really has been rock hard. So I had that little occurrence this morning. So we've been bang on for that sort of a run a morning around the same sort of time off the same sort of spot. So yeah, I don't know, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's I don't know why I can't seem to string bites together on here. I've only ever managed it twice, but you know, I've done a week and so far 2 fish and 1 loss. So saying I've done a week, I'll have done 4 nights, 5 days. So yeah, but not even, obviously Monday was gone. So got down here late Monday, sort of tea time. So by the time I'm set up, I'm waiting for that morning anyway. So so yeah, so Tuesday would have been the first proper morning, which we had one, and then yesterday we had one, and obviously today we've dropped it. So yeah, it's a shame, couldn't pull it back. The weather was fantastic for it. It looked absolutely mint. Like I said earlier, the fish were showing down this end. Yeah, rubbing my hands together it was absolutely mint. Big wind, pressure decent. I think the fish is better at the pressure it's at now, between 1,010 and 1,015, 16. I feel like it fishes really well, but yeah, it just hasn't happened for us. It really hasn't happened. It's very unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Yeah, couldn't string nothing together. But yeah, going into our last morning tomorrow. I've only just done all the rods now, just on dark. It soon creeps in now, 8:30, and that's it, we're done. So yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm out of food now, and I'm out of stuff. Right, anyway, that's me. I'm going to actually finally get some food on. People have been trying to ring me, text me and all sorts, but yeah, it's took me that long to get sorted, rods out. Yeah, the time just flies over, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm going to actually get some tea on, chill out for a bit, do my admin, and then yeah, see what the final morning brings. Hopefully we can string 2 together to make up for this morning's loss. So yeah, catch up then. Looking good for it again now. It's just died off a touch. It's been gusting up to high 20s, touch of 30 this morning. it's just it's starting to pick back up a little bit now. But yeah, looking real good for it. But unfortunately, that's us. Just about packed away. Just rods out now. Everything's up the bank there. But just before we wrapped up, I just wanted your thoughts on strong winds. Do you like being in them? Do you like being on the back of them? Obviously, me personally, I do love a good wind. Yeah, it's been known that I've got amongst high winds, been on the end of them a lot. But how much benefit do they really serve? You know, what's the pros? What's the cons? What do you reckon? I mean, me personally, yeah, there's benefits for being on it, especially on a pit. The fish do react to it and they get on it. They do like to show on a wind, so they give the location away. And also it can at times, you know, produce that odd feeding spell where you wouldn't normally get. Like say now, today, this afternoon, you know, I could end up getting a couple of fish, maybe, or tomorrow. This wind has to stay like this and pick up a bit stronger tomorrow, you know, so where we've been just having the bites in the morning, you know, you could end up getting a couple in the afternoon. So, you know, there is that. But, you know, there's definitely minuses comes with fishing on the end of a big wind. You know, if you're fishing at range, that's completely gone out the window. If it gets too bad, you can't even boat it out. So if you can't boat it out and all your bait's out there and you're unable to then fish that spot, you know, you're knackered. So, you know, your range is limited. Then you've got all the weed and snots and debris and all sorts crashing into your lines, and then dragging them. If you haven't got heavy enough leads, you could possibly drag your rig off your spots, or it just completely just trashes your rods, and it makes a complete mess of things. And you know, you're sat there looking at it all and you're constantly cleaning it off, and you're thinking, well, is it really worth it? So yeah, everything needs to be anchored down. It's cold. It can be very cold on the end of a wind. This isn't exactly the warmest peg, doesn't get any sun. With that northwesterly, it's got a bite to it, hence I'm in my big coat. You know, so being sat on the end of it can be very uncomfortable. So yeah, it's one of them with big winds. You know, they're nice, but are they really the be all and end all? Would you not rather be comfortable on the back? Yeah, there's definitely times where I would. Certainly in the winter, I'd be on the back of them unless it's a warm southwesterly. But even then, it depends on how strong. It does really depend on how strong. This is alright at the moment, I can live with this, but when it gusts up to over 30, then it's no good. That it's no good. It becomes tedious, it becomes hard work. Yeah, so yeah, just wondering what your thoughts are on it really. Yeah, I do like a good wind, but there's also, I think there's a time and a place to maybe back off it. But yeah, we've had a good session though. You know, four mornings, 4 bites, 3 landed. It's fishing tough. There's been not many fish out that I know of really. There's been dribs and drabs. There was 2 lads at the top end there, doubled up on a swim, 6 rods, all on single sticks, took up the whole bank, all nice and spread out, covering loads of water. I don't think they had one. I lost one. Did see a light on last night, but whether it was a fish or they got some sort of bird issues or whatever, I don't know. They've obviously gone this morning. They didn't stop in for a chat, so I don't know if they did get a fish in the end or not. So, you know, it is fishing hard. It is fishing hard, so I feel as though I should have had more, given the weather and where I'm at. But for whatever reason, the feeding pattern is just very small. The window is so small. It's only a couple of hours in the morning, and I do, weighing it all up, I do feel lucky that you know, I've managed an opportunity there every morning. So, you know, I'm confident if I stayed today and tomorrow I'd have another fish. I really do feel that confident. But yeah, like I say, I'm completely out of supplies, and that's it. I'm happy now to throw the towel in on that. Yeah, we've done all right. It's been a good trip. Not quite what we had planned, but still, it's been nice to be down. Yeah, it's been a good one. Shame we didn't get one of the big girls out, but they'll be lurking now. They'll be on the way. Certainly feeling more autumnal now. My favourite time to fish. So I'll definitely be hitting the bank hard. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed it anyway. So thanks again for tuning in and keeping up to date with the videos. I do my best to obviously get them out when I can. Certainly do it for a hobby, you know. I enjoy watching them back and doing all the editing and putting it out and getting your feedback. You know, there's a couple of you that are always keeping an eye on things, so yeah, I appreciate that a lot. Sub count keeps going up. I might do something if I hit 500 subs, so we'll see about that. But yeah, it's not bad, you know, considering all it is some young northern bloke just chatting crap about this fish and that fish on this pit. Yeah, and his struggles and turmoils and highs and lows, but hey, that's fishing, and I'm just documenting the session, you know. So it is what it is. If you enjoy this kind of thing, I know it can be a bit boring at times. It's not exactly like, you know, full-on non-stop angling on easy runs waters, but that's not the type of angler I am. So yeah, that does do a little bit better with views, but it is what it is. Yeah, we'll keep plugging on. So yeah, that's me for now. I'm gonna wrap up now, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers, bye. As per our conversation just a moment ago, it's getting up now. It really is whipping up. See, for me, this is when it's stupid. Starting to get all knotted up on the lines. Shite everywhere. And yeah, like you say, you can see that moving across there pretty quick. Yeah, it's got a bit too much pace now. It's like an inland sea. That's when it just becomes chory. So I'm pretty glad to be going, really, because it only has to get worse and worse. So yeah, it's not easy. Fair play if you can do it, like stick it out. I mean, I have many a time, but yeah, I'm starting to back off it now a little bit more. Yeah, it's just a hassle. Just a hassle. But yeah, looks carpy, but the reality is, it doesn't always benefit you.